Some of our elderly are still out here working a 9 to 5, struggling in this economy, barely eating, barely getting by with a low SSI check or any kind of retirement funds. Let's talk about it. I'm Tiffany Rose. Join the conversation. What's up, you guys? Today we're gonna get into this video. I've been having a hard time even recording this video because I keep breaking down crying at the end. So just bear with me. We're talking about how the elderly are struggling once they broke their back all their life, putting money into Social Security. They barely even getting a check to survive. These bills is high. Y'all say y'all give seniors discounts at the stores, but it's the same little discount y'all been giving for the last 40 years. It need to be like triple the discount at this amount at this point in time with inflation high and everything is up. Elderly people just really struggling to survive. These were our teachers, our firefighters, our police officers, our laborers, whatever. These people help shape this country and keep this country going. And when they get up in age and turn into seniors, they are neglected, did wrong, charged so much for medicine. They want to skip the medicine and they need it and they dying from not taking medicine. All kinds of issues. This is a very, very, very hard subject for me to talk about because it pisses me off that we pay taxes for some of the stupidest things, but we don't pay for things that's really important. Y'all will pay for illegal people to come over here before you pay for the seniors, the grandfathers, the grandmothers, people's mom and dad that are only got such and such amount of time before it's time for them to clock out of this earth. They're not even living happy. They living in stress. You got to be stressed out before you die. And I don't like it and I got a problem with it. But let's get into these videos.
Okay, when I read your comment, I gotta say I was heartbroken because this is what I be fighting for. But let me read it. True, as a case manager, I have attempted to help senior citizens apply for food stamps, and they were denied or only approved between $17 to $55. Sad, and it's very sad that on top of getting Social Security and having it taxed to death, that they can't even get help with food stamps. What are they going to do with $17 to $55 a month? Not every week, not every day, a month. What are they supposed to do with this? We treat our elderly like the scum of the earth in this country, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the fact that able bodied adults can get their asses up and go to F the work so that the money that is funding these programs can go to where it needs to go. Disability, sick people, elderly people. Why is this happening? Why did we allow this to happen?
Hi everyone, I hope everyone's having a good day. It's almost the weekend, sweet. I want to talk about something. Every day at my lunchtime, I come down to a local park and I have my lunch. And every day when I come down here, there's at least 3, 4, sometimes more elderly people living in their cars. Why? Why are these elderly people living in their cars? Uh, it makes me sad. It makes me want to cry. Because they worked all their life. Maybe not all of them, I'm not saying every single one of them. But there are way too many. There are way too many homeless elderly. What can we do here? Why is it so bad? And please don't bring politics in this because I do not talk politics. But there has to be something. These people, it just makes me sad. You know what? I hope everyone, please pray for these people. Please.
I'm now 68 years old, and I also get $190 worth of supplemental with my regular Social Security pension, which is about $804. So that's less than $1,000, $994 to live on for the month. Situation is I end up sleeping in areas where other homeless people are sleeping, or not really an encampment, but on a rainy day or a rainy night, I'd have to go get under an overhang so I don't get rained on all night. I live in a sleeping bag with a backpack.
It's no way to live. It's no way to spend your retirement years.
Yeah, it's not enjoyable at all.
This 70-plus-year-old lady works 2 jobs just to make it in today's world. She works at a local grocery store and Dollar General. Let's give her the retirement she deserves. P.S. She is the sweetest.
The United States is the bad place, especially when you get old. Let me tell you what it's like to be an elder person in the United States right now. So Mama Ruth is 90 years old. She is on the cusp of needing hospice care. She is mostly immobile and definitely housebound. She worked at the same job, a government contract place. She built bombs for all the wars they put us in. She worked there for 28 years. Her pension check is $400. Her Social Security check is a little over $900. So let's round up and say $1,400 a month. Now, luckily, she doesn't have a mortgage or rent. But she's got basic utilities, basic cable, home insurance, home taxes. And they take the Medicare premium out of her Social Security check every month, even though she paid into it every single paycheck. She has to pay a copay for every doctor visit, more for specialists, which is all she needs at 90. And she has a copay with all of her prescriptions, so that's almost $80 a month. So between all those things and food, and she was cutting herself back real bad on food before I moved in, there is nothing left. And at this point in her life, she needs medical supplies. And those are super expensive. To get the ultra absorbent adult diapers so that in the middle of the night when she's the most confused and disoriented, she doesn't have to make a mess and lay in her own urine until she calls us to come in and help her clean up. Super absorbent diapers, hugely expensive. The disposable washcloths that we use to help clean her up, super expensive. Bath benches, pressure sore pillows, all of those are really expensive. In the meantime, my husband just retired and he got on Social Security. It's $25,000 a year. And if he goes and works a job to supplement the income, if he goes over $1,100 a month, they're going to take his check away. But they're not capping the wealthy. They're not even taxing the wealthy. And the Republicans continue to strip every one of the social programs that we have in place so that the elderly and the people in poverty can live with dignity. The United States is the bad place. The United States is the bad place, especially when you get old.
So right now, hey, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I cover these stories. I'm a YouTuber, and this ain't easy. Some stuff that you cover is not easy. Hearing about elderly people sleeping outside, hearing about elderly people still working at 70 plus years old. Obvious if she's working, she's struggling financially or she would not be there. Nobody's going to wake up at almost 80 knowing that your time clock is almost up and be like, hey, let me go scan them groceries at the register. And it's just hurtful to know what our elderly people go through in this country. And covering stuff like this is very emotional. It's very emotional. Like, when is this country gonna do better with helping. These people was firefighters, policemen, teachers. This is not 1922. It's 2025. It should not be like this. This is a lot. But I'm going to continue to cover stories that mean something to me. Because I don't like what's going on, so I'm going to speak on it. If I think something's crazy, I'm going to speak on it. That's what I do this for. I had a crime channel. I used to cover a crime channel. And my channel was doing so well. I was almost at 1,000 subs. I left the channel because it's hard to cover when somebody unalive their baby or unalive their family members. It's hard. It's really hard. But when you got a passion to do something, you still do it and take the punch. And I got to keep going because I got more stuff I got to do. So I'm going to get myself together and make some more videos. But let me know down in the comment, what do you think about how our seniors don't even get enough food stamps to eat? They'll give them $17 a month. Knowing them people can't go out here and work and grind. They're not 25 anymore. Let me know what you feel about them not being able to afford their medicine. We shouldn't treat our elderly people like this. We should respect them. They did so much. And they just discarded like they nobody. We all gotta get old one day. And I'm sorry. I'm doing this on camera. I gotta go.